It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thank you so much for allowing us to broadcast directly into your home or your office, especially during these incredible, remarkable, should I say, challenging times that we're living in right now. And my promise to you is that the CEO Sales Huddle not only will be a good use of your time, but you'll walk away with the sales strategy, the sales message, the sales processes, at the end of the day, a way to refine your sales system that will allow you not only to impact more lives, but have a very profitable company that does some really great things in the world. And I always like to share our personal philosophy because our personal philosophy is very important. Our personal philosophy is success leaves clues. While it's not our idea, just the principle alone is so important, because what it means is that there's a footpath. If others have done it, so can we. So every morning we look at a case study and we say, wow, what was the struggles of this particular case? How did this CEO handle it? What were some of the successes they had? And what are best practices that we can adopt in our business right now? So stay tuned as we get started right now. So imagine working hard all your life, making vital contributions to your field, but not being recognized. And that's what happened to Nathan Uncle Nearest Green, a brilliant distiller whose pivotal role in whiskey making went unnoticed for a very long time. He was key in teaching Jack Daniel the art of whiskey and development, and a method still used in the Tennessee whiskey places today. This story is, I believe, a lesson for all of us, for businesses, about acknowledging the unsung heroes who gave us strategies, processes, and successes that we could use today. Now, Nathan Green's early life was marked with challenges and barriers, as he was born around 1820 in Maryland and lived much of his life in slavery. Yet, within these constraints, his genius whiskey making began to shine. One captivating aspect of his story is the possible link, which is a link between the Lincoln County process, a method of filtering whiskey through charcoal maple wood, a traditional African-American purification technique, actually. So in West Africa, in the regions, using charcoal to filter and purify water and other liquids had been a practice for many generations. And this method effectively removes impurities, enhancing the purity and the flavor, which really inspired Green's distillation advancements. Now, Green's adaptation of this process set a new standard in the whiskey making, contributing to soft flavors and distinct profiles that define Tennessee whiskey today. Now, this achievement really underscores the importance of leveraging a diverse cultural backgrounds, having sales innovations, integrating diverse principles and diverse perspectives. That's what we do every single morning with the case studies. They can redefine a business sales approach, ensuring that every angle, every opportunity is maximized to its potential. So you might be thinking, Shay, what's the big takeaway for me as a CEO this morning? The big takeaway is think of your sales strategy like a whiskey recipe, Uncle Nearest, where every ingredient or team member counts. Just as Green refined and perfected his distilling business processes, using your sales strategy, refining it, changing the process, adjusting the strategy, this means building a strategic sales system where every player's role, every interaction with the client is really about achieving the best customer experience that gets the maximum impact and builds a profitable business. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you this morning. And every single morning, we get started the exact same way. And that is with the CEO's mantra. And the CEO's mantra this morning is 3 words. I mean, I don't know how you make it any easier than this. 3 words, and those 3 words are focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. You see, repeat after me these words for you as a CEO for your sales department this morning. We're going to keep the main thing. Focus on sales. You see, my belief is if you can't focus on sales, you really can't be in business. You might be thinking, why, Shay? Why? Because sales, at the end of the day, is the oxygen for every successful business in history. So without sales, if you really think about it, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point, the message, the takeaway for you, 5 words. Selling is serious business. Guess that's 4 words. Selling is very, very serious business. Now, you think about it, okay, I got it, Shay. I'm with you there. But then as a CEO, what's my pledge to the sales department? I'm responsible for, as a CEO, providing the sales department with the sales people. I'm responsible for providing the sales department with the sales processes and providing the sales department with the sales resources that it needs to really execute the vision for the company. So we have a mantra. And the mantra I want you to repeat after me for every CEO for the sales department is learn, earn, and return. And I want you to share these words with me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Now that leads us right to our 3 objectives. We have 3 objectives every single morning we get together. This is a meeting with your sales department. I'm so glad you're here. And our 3 objectives are we can lay them out very simply, are 3 things. Number 1, it's about looking at the sales progress. What's going on inside of our sales department? How do we continue to make progress? Number 2, it's about addressing any hurdles that are inside the sales department. So what are the hurdles that we have inside of our sales department? And number 3, and I believe this is so important, it's about understanding the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand to be successful. Number 1, you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. Keep it very simple. Number 2, you must have a sales cycle. Number 3, you must have a sales message. You must understand that. Number 3, you must manage your CEO sales dashboard. So we have one place we look at where we can manage the entire sales department. We'll talk about that in a moment. And number 3, it's very important that you build your 7-figure sales team. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Now, for those folks that are tuning in, and you tune in every single morning, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being part of this. Thanks for allowing us to stream into your iPad or your iPhone or your computer or your laptop or however you're watching this. Maybe it's the podcast. Do me a favor. If you are watching online and you can do this, look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal. Like you and I, we're going to connect. You can put hashtag replay. If you're watching the replay and you got a hold of this, it's okay. Put a hashtag replay, and then let's move over. As soon as you hit hashtag replay, for those folks that are online and you're like, Shay, I'm on Apple TV, I'm on Roku, maybe you're on Amazon Fire right now, Amazon TV, and you can't do this live. You can't make any comments. You can connect with me. I like to connect with you, see what you're up to. Go over to @IamChayBrown, @IamChayBrown. Once you get over to @IamChayBrown, drop me a DM. I respond to every message personally myself, and I love doing it. And the question I get asked, probably more than any other question, is what is the CEO Sales Huddle? What's the mission, goals, and objective of the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs learn how to understand how to sell more faster. And we have big 3 whys. You think about when you meet with your sales department, what do you really focus on? You really focus on sales growth. That's probably the number 1 reason you have a meeting, what's going on in the sales department. Number 2, it's about accountability. So every morning, the fact that they show up, and this is every morning, it's not like any other department in the planet where you meet every single morning to talk about accountability, what worked yesterday, what didn't work yesterday, what were the changes in the market, and what you're looking for at the end of the day. And this is why we get together every single morning. We've got to hear this message over and over and over and over again. It's about consistency. And you may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Having said that, what the most people struggle with, they struggle with consistency. That's why we get together for 15 minutes. And that's pretty cool because we only ask for 15 minutes. So you get together 15 minutes, that's 1,440 minutes in every single day. So you're giving 1% of your day. And that 1% of your day that you're really focused on is there for a reason. And the number 1 reason for that is I'm going to get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Now, this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You're in this conversation. You're meeting with your sales department. You're focused. You're measuring. You're managing. You're making progress. As a result, there's $100,000 plus a month that's coming into your bank account. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment what your life would look like and how it would be different. And the number 1 question I normally get asked is, Shay, how do you do that? Like, how do I manage that? Like, what would I even look at? What are the indicators? What are the factors? And we're going to talk about, in just a moment, the CEO Sales Dashboard. You can go over to www.ceosalesdashboard.com, and you can go ahead right now and you can download it. And you can download that. And we're going to talk about 5 metrics. So this is what we've been sharing with our private clients. It's worked. They can measure it, they can manage it, they can make the adjustments based on what's going on, and it really works. So go over to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Let's look at these 5 metrics. Let's pull it up so you can see it as well. And it really has It really is an Excel sheet. An Excel sheet looks something like this. So you can go over there right now. You can download it. You would go over to ceosaleshuddle.ceosalesdashboard.com. Once you download it, you pull it up. Now, it's an Excel sheet. That means you can customize it. That means it's flexible. That means you can add the top products you want to track or top 2, 3, and 4 products you want to track. We can go across the top, and we've got 1 through 31 going across the top. So those are the days. And then down the left-hand side, you'll see leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So these are key categories that we can measure. Let's go look at leads. So let's say you went in and looked at yesterday. How many leads came into your database yesterday? And you can look at the last week, the last month, and you can look at that trend. Let's slow down for a moment and take a look at just appointments. And I want to do a deep dive in appointments because I want you to do this. Like some of you do this every single morning. Some of you just wait till we get together. But under appointments, how many appointments were set? We know nothing happens without appointment. So there's 2 skill sets you need. There's appointment setting and there's appointment running. So you go in there right now. You say, how many appointments were set by the sales department yesterday? And then how many appointments were run by the sales department yesterday? And I want you to go ahead and jot that down in your notes right now. And then on the sales sheet, like go ahead and do it on the sales sheet. And then how many were one-to-one? How many were collaborations? How many were referrals? What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And that's the whole purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's to measure, it's to manage. It's one of the principles of success that we use, but we don't stop there. Now, excuse me, now that we're measured, now that we're managing, we're also going to the other side, and now we're going to celebrate our wins. We're not going to beat ourselves up. I haven't read anywhere where you beat yourself up, you do a better job. I just haven't. So let's take a look now, and let's ask ourselves 3 questions because powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus, and in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So go ahead and ask, what are you most proud of over the last 24 hours, just in the sales department? Go ahead and put that down in your notes. What was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department yesterday? Go ahead and put that down in your notes. And what's the one thing you want to brag about? Like if you could come on here right now and say, look, here's what happened yesterday in the business share. I met with the sales department. We met as a team. We reviewed what worked, what didn't work. We look at the results from the day before, the day before, and the day before, and the day before. And we're really focused on that. What would you say? Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we're not going to just leave it there. We're going to look at the hurdles and the challenges, just like the case study we looked at this morning. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And then what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would really move the sales department forward? Like if you took just this one step and in taking this one step, it would change the trajectory of your sales department. Go ahead and put that down right now. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So my message for today is plan and take action. Plan and take action. Just like the case that we talked about today, it's a great time to slow down, to speed up. So let's make sure that we have our one-page sales CEO plan. Let's make sure we're measuring every single day. We're not going to beat ourselves up. We're going to measure. We're going to manage because what we measure gets managed, and what gets managed gets better. A very clear philosophy. And here's the good news. You can do that. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home or into your office and being part of your sales department meeting. A very important meeting, by the way. We don't take it lightly. And my promise to you is that by following these instructions, by tuning into this message, by staying in the conversation, which is the number one distinction we teach, is you're in this conversation, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, God bless. Keep doing God's work, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace. We out of here. Bye-bye for now.